Hello guys, welcome back to the Brutal Investors channel. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day today. In this episode, we're going to talk about a very interesting project that recently got listed on Coinbase. And in fact, this token got listed on Coinbase today. So if you're watching this video, you're probably surprised like me because this token literally came from nowhere and got listed on Coinbase. So we are going to see what this token is all about in a few seconds. But before that, guys, I highly recommend you guys to do your own research on any of the projects we cover on our channel. And for this project, I recommend you guys to go to the website usebraintrust.com in order to learn more about this project, right? So we're going to cover the Braintrust project or the BTRST token. So for the purpose of this video, I'm going to rely on information presented in CoinMarketCap's page, as well as some other interesting locations from where I pulled out some information about this project, which I believe you can also find from Braintrust's actual website itself. But for the purpose of this video, I'm going to cover only peripheral analysis of this video. So I highly recommend you guys to do your own in-depth, thorough research before you put any of your hard-earned money on this token, right? So what is Braintrust? Braintrust is the first decentralized talent network that connects skilled, vetted, knowledge workers with the world's leading companies. The community that relies on Braintrust to find work are the same people who own and build it, ensuring the network always serves the needs of its users instead of a centrally controlled corporation. So, right off the bat, it is a very unique project, which is also a project that is advertising itself to be the first decentralized talent network that tries to connect skills as well as knowledge, from employees or workers with the world's leading companies. So they're basically a HR related company, but it's happening in a fully decentralized manner, right? So what they're trying to do is they're trying to find people who are looking for opportunities, who basically have a specific skill set and a specific set of knowledge, and they're basically linking these individuals with companies who are looking for talented, skilled employees, right? So the beauty of this thing is that it's done fully in a decentralized manner without any issues when it comes to like censorship or in a manner that's completely mind-blowingly unique, and it's completely a revolutionary idea that I feel is going to catch on pretty soon, right? The community that relies on Braintrust to find work are the same people who own and build it. So again, what they're basically stating here is that people who are basically relying on Braintrust to find work are basically the same type of people who are basically owning and building this project along the way, and they're ensuring the network always serves the needs of its users. So they obviously are trying to focus on prioritizing the users, and since it's a decentralized platform, I think the system is kind of like a fair system, so people with lots of kind of like skills and education are more likely to land a role, right? So what problem is this actually serving currently is it's basically trying to solve a bias in hiring people, because usually people who are more skilled and knowledgeable don't end up getting a job that easily. That's because of a lot of issues as well as bias between HR as well as the companies themselves. So the companies basically provide preferences to people whom they think are a good fit, but are not necessarily. But people who are actually hardworking with an actual skill set don't get that opportunity, right? So I think Braintrust is trying to bridge that gap in a fully decentralized manner to avoid any form of bias. So that's one of the other kind of like reasons why I believe that this project is a very unique and niche project that is trying to solve a very specific problem in the current day and age. Instead of a centrally controlled corporation, it's all done in a fully decentralized manner, right? So, and because the community of knowledge workers and contributors earns ownership and control of Braintrust through its native BTRST token for its contributions to the network and its growth, new talent and jobs have participated in the network at record speed. So again, since they are trying to connect community with corporations who are trying to find talented employees and talented workers, this is easily facilitated through the use of the Braintrust's native token called the Btrst token, which basically allows for the growth of the network and enables new talent and jobs to be created, and a lot of people to fairly participate in this kind of ecosystem at record speeds, right? So the token Btrst token basically enables people to literally get a job in the real world just by holding a specific set of Btrst tokens, and employers get an opportunity to employ some of the highly skilled and talented employees just by holding the Btrst tokens, right? So I'm still kind of like perplexed by how this is going to work in the real world, but I'm really curious to see how this is going to pan out in the next few months to years, right? Braintrust has over 50,000 community members with knowledge workers and project contributors across the world. Braintrust is used by global enterprises such as including Nestle, Porsche, Atlassian, Goldman Sachs, and Nike. So for more information, go to braintrust.com. So again, it's already a functioning model. So if you're trying to understand how this kind of decentralized system is actually going to work in practice, you don't really have to worry about that, because it seems like there are already global leading companies such as Nestle, Porsche, Goldman Sachs, and Nike, along with Atlassian. They are already using this system to hire employees and to kind of like link talented people with good employers, right? So I think this system is already like underway, and it's just that we are not necessarily hearing about it on a daily basis. But I can see the future where people are going to be non-reliant on a specific person who may or may not be biased, and this person may be a HR manager or a HR supervisor who basically oversees the HR opportunities for a company. So in the future, I think it's all going to be done through a decentralized platform such as Braintrust, and employers and employees have a best shot of getting talented individuals, while the employees have an opportunity to work in a company that they've always longed to work, right? So that's basically where this is heading to, and they have over 50,000 community members. So, and these community members are basically focused on kind of like providing support to the platform, and these people include knowledge workers and project contributors across the world. So these are individuals who probably help validate the protocol, and also kind of like run nodes to secure the network itself, right? So it is a very interesting project. I'm definitely looking forward to seeing how this is going to pan out in the future. But for now, let's go to their website, usebraintrust.com, which is a platform where you can find a lot of information. You can also go to braintrust.com itself, which will also lead you to this link, right? So the first decentralized talent network, that's basically what they're trying to claim. And I do, in many cases, believe that they're probably the first people to implement the system, right? So that's a very interesting phenomenon. Ownership and governance in the Braintrust network is represented by the Btrst token. So again, obviously, they're trying to promote their token by giving it a very important use case, which includes ownership and governance of this network itself. The token is used as an incentive to reward our community for building the decentralized network, inviting and vetting talent, and referring clients. Again, how can a decentralized group of people provide valuable HR services when they don't really have the HR background in the first place? So this is done using reward incentives, and people who are trying to participate in this ecosystem, will get incentivized in the form of new Btrst tokens, and that is going to motivate them to provide, or link highly talented individuals with, big corporations that they, that will look for highly talented individuals, right? So it is a very unique mechanism by which this works, and I'm definitely like blown by the technology that they're kind of like advancing to the stage. So again, you can read through the white paper, which I highly recommend you guys should do, because it could be a confusing project to many people, but if you understand this, it's going to be a very fascinating kind of like project, right? So if you see, this is the layout. If you refer someone, so this system works by referrals. So if you refer someone, you get a small amount of BTRST tokens, and you can basically, get approved. You can probably submit your resume and your, bit of your identity, I believe, to verify that you are actually the person whom you're trying to, represent, instead of someone trying to take a fake resume and pretending to be someone else, right? So I think there are certain verification steps which will award you with more BTRST tokens as you prove your legitimacy. And then I believe you can submit your resume and your credentials, and the group of individuals who are basically running the node or validators, they will vet out each and every individual and will recommend a particular individual to a corporation that they feel fit, right? So this is all done through the decentralized network of Braintrust. So that's pretty cool. How do I use BTRST? So they do have certain questions on their website that most people will ask, and they're answering their own questions. So redeem tokens for special perks created exclusively for the Braintrust community, such as free and discounted software, products, career resources, and community perks. And we're continually adding new ways for talent to use BTRST, so you will always have options. So you can redeem tokens for special perks that are created exclusively for the community of Braintrust, which includes free and discounted software. You can basically get free and discounted software for for paying with BTRST. So you can use BTRST to pay for discounted softwares, products within their platform, career resources, and community perks. So you can unlock a lot of benefits using the BTRST tokens, right? And they're trying to add new ways for the talent to use BTRST, which means they will be adding more and more utility to this token within the platform itself that will generate a lot of price positive potential for this token, right? So that's a very good thing to see. So this is basically how their platform looks like. So here on the left, you can clearly see that they have a home tab, they have jobs, they have wallet, learn, earn, vote. So you have options to not only earn by performing tasks, but you can also use the wallet to store it and spend it in their own internal kind of like marketplace. You can also use it to search for good quality jobs, right? So that's pretty much is what I feel is going to be the future of recruitment, HR management, and everything related to job searches. So this is going to be something that is going to be really exciting to see, right? How do I earn BTRST? So here they're trying to provide information on how people can take the steps to earn BTRST tokens. It's easy. Today you can earn tokens by inviting other freelancers to the network. So you can create your own account with Braintrust, and then if you feel like some freelancers who would like to work for some new cryptocurrency tokens, then you can refer them, and referrals give you a specific number of BTRST tokens, right? Inviting employees to hire talent on the network. So if you have you don't necessarily have to refer an employee or a potential employee candidate, right? You can even refer employers. So if you're working in a company that's looking for talent, you can refer Braintrust to your employer, so that when they hire someone through you, you will get new tokens rewarded to you, right? Completing peer-to-peer vetting. So again, if you want to actively participate in the vetting process, you can do that within the platform, and by doing that, you will be rewarded with new BTRST tokens, right? Additional token rewards will be added over time. Stay tuned for future updates. So again, These are going to be some of the primary means by which you can earn the BTRST tokens, but in the future they'll be adding more ways to earn as well, right? So connect on Discord is going to be the place where you can basically connect the team and connect with the team, as well as ask any questions or clarification that you may have. Braintrust token economics, which we'll quickly go through in a few seconds. Helpful information, Braintrust token resources. So if you have questions about BrainScan, you can obviously verify this information from the token address itself, because token address usually leads to quick verification of whether this token is a true version or a fake version, because there's lots of copycats of tokens that are usually listed on Coinbase in order to try to fool people to buying their tokens instead of actually allowing them to buy the real token, right? So in order to verify that, you can go to etherscan.io and click on this link, or just click on this link and it will take you to the Etherscan to verify this project, right? Foundation treasury management, so they do have a foundation treasury. Multi-sig wallets are held at Coinbase and encourage institutional custody. So again, they are holding wallets that contains BTRST tokens in Coinbase and encourage institutional custody. So again, since Coinbase is also offering custodial services to this particular token, it's not really surprising, it's only expected to see this token to be listed on Coinbase, right? And that's just what happened. Brand assets, download the logo and other brand assets here if you want to learn more about how the BTRST tokens work. So you can watch this quick video, which is a very short and sweet summary of this project. So I highly recommend you guys to watch this video as well while you're doing your own research. And you have the frequently asked questions that provides much more detailed and specific answers. I'm pretty sure you guys will all have a lot of questions on how this can even happen in the first place. Like, is it even possible to hire someone in a decentralized manner, or to kind of like look for jobs in a decentralized manner? But this platform is going to explain this, and this FAQ section is all for all the answers that you can get to enrich your knowledge, right? So at the bottom, you have all the social media information and other resources as well. I suggest you guys to go through that. But when it comes to tokenomics, I'm going to provide you with the information about the tokenomics itself, which they are presented in a very clean and easy way to understand. So that's really good. So if you want to get this information, you can go to usebraintrust.com, or you can go to their website and then search for token economics. So here they have view token economics. When you click this one, this is where it will take you to. It will take you to usebraintrust.com/hubfs/braintrust_token_economics, right? So now that we've pretty much covered all the peripheral information about this project itself, let's look at some of their clients. So as we saw like a few seconds ago, they do have a clientele that uses their services in order to hire new individuals, right? So if you see NASA, again, the NASA themselves are using Braintrust, apparently based on this information. Again, that's really surprising to me as well, but you guys need to do your own verification and verify if that's even true, right? TaskRabbit, Nike, Nextdoor, Deloitte, Goldman Sachs, American Eagle, Atlassian, Blue Cross Blue Shield, Nestle, Porsche, Black & Decker, Pacific Life, Allstate, Coursera, Intel, Guardian, Teladoc, Sifshane, IBM, Wayfair, Under Armour, Five9, as well as Lucra. So these are some of the biggest names in the regular financial, electronic, as well as aeronauticals association, right? So it's pretty fascinating how they actually call these many people as clients, when not a lot of news or information is actually passed around stating that Nestle or Porsche has partnered with kind of this Braintrust project, right? So it's actually very fascinating. I want to verify this information myself. I would recommend you guys to do the same as well. But the big names that I'm really surprised is Porsche, Nestle, and even NASA, and even Intel as well. So NASA being like a client of this project literally blows my mind, but you guys obviously need to check that yourself, right? So let's go to the use case of the tokens quickly. So you can obviously use this token for governance, bid staking, career benefits. So you can basically use this token as a means to improve your chance of getting a job or get hired by someone, right? Or to hire a good candidate, right? If you're an employer. So that's basically all the main utility for this token is. And some of the token details are basically the token ticker is Btrst, standard is ERC20 token. It's on the Ethereum blockchain. Max supply is 250 million tokens, right? It's quite a lot of tokens, but at the same time, they are trying to use this as a means to incentivize referral commission. So I think it makes sense from a perspective where you have a lot of tokens, but there's no literal use cases, right? But in this case, you have a lot of tokens, but you have a lot of use cases. Plus, you're also getting these tokens for referring people. So you need to provide referral incentives for this token, this platform to kind of spread the word, right? So I think this tokenomics seems to be quite sound based on what the fundamentals are dictating. You also have the social media information, but the main important information is about token distribution, right? About 54% of the tokens are distributed to the community through community incentives and rewards, which is again by referral means as well as non-referral means. You can earn this token freely. You have 19% allocated to early contributors, 22% to early token purchasers. Again, it's a very big term. I don't know if they had any seed round or whatever to raise funds, but it's going to be interesting to see. And 5% to coin list sales. Again, coin list is also another good place where good quality tokens are listed, right? So this is the total distribution chart or table, sorry. So community incentives and rewards are provided to 54, basically constitute about 54% of the total token supply. And the release schedule for this one is unlocked at network launch and distributed over time in accordance with community incentive and reward program, which means this token is going to obviously have a majority of the distribution coming through community incentives and rewards, and it's going to happen immediately after its launch, right? So that's how most of the community and retail investors can get their hands on this token. Early token purchases consists of 22% of the total token allocation, which is a vesting schedule of 2 years lock and 1 year cliff, then monthly. So obviously a decent lock period, which is quite good. Early contributors get 19% of the total token supply, which is a 4-year release schedule with 1 year cliff, then monthly. So that's basically how this token would be distributed, right? Coin list sale is basically the 5% of the total token supply being sold to, I think, early investors or seed sale through seed sale. 3 months to 6 months lock, releasing monthly depending on tier. So obviously you would have to go to CoinList's website in order to see how the token distribution happens for people who got this token through the CoinList sale, right? And if you see here, why is Coinbase listing this token? It's because Coinbase has actually invested in this token, or in this case, it has supported the token by acting as a supporter through its Coinbase Ventures investment arm, right? So that's one of the reasons why Coinbase has listed this from nowhere. And again, obviously, the token seems to be really good with a very unique fundamental niche. That's probably also one of the reasons, but I think Coinbase Ventures chose to invest in this project because of its very unique property, and therefore they basically listed this token on Coinbase because of their investment as well, right? So that's very interesting to see. Apart from that, there is also other projects that are supporting this project, which is basically Tiger Global, Panthera Capital, Multicoin Capital, Galaxy Digital, Variant, IDEO, and then True Ventures, Homebrew, Blockchain, Acme, Uprising, Hashkey, and FinVenture Capital. So again, a lot of fintech companies, including notable names such as Panthera Capital and Multicoin and Galaxy Digital, are all really big venture capitalists who have invested in this project or supporting this project in a financial way, which means this project is definitely here to stay. These venture capitalists don't really invest in projects that will be gone tomorrow. They invest in long-term projects which they feel have a lot of potential. These people obviously vet their project thoroughly before they invest in this project, and therefore the fact that they have invested in this project shows that they have thoroughly vetted this project, right? And that's definitely high confidence improver for retail investors who have no idea what this project is all about, even after doing their own research, right? So going back to the CoinMarketCap page for Braintrust, this project is currently ranked 2,691st by market cap on CoinMarketCap, and is currently trading at $34.19. Again, the numbers and the information present in CoinMarketCap is going to be extremely speculative because none of the information is thoroughly updated as of now, because of potential pumps and delays because of this token getting suddenly listed to Coinbase from nowhere, right? So it is a very new token, and therefore the information may not be fully accurate. It says it's up by 0.00%, but it's still in green, which means that number isn't kind of like updated, or I don't know what's happening. CoinMarketCap is having some issues updating this information from Coinbase, but it seems like at least this token made a 10 to 20% increase in the past 24 hours based on the price, right? If you take the market cap, again, it should be taken with a grain of salt. The market cap is currently about $604 million in market cap. It may be considered as a mid-tier token, but I think this token market cap is going to shrink extremely soon because of the fact that this token is going to get dumped after the Coinbase listing, right? And not a lot of people know about this token. It will take some time for people to refer their friends and family to use this platform in order to find a job, or even people who want to hire people getting referrals from their other from their partners in order to hire a potential candidate. So I think that is obviously going to be something that will take some time to catch on. So till then, I think the market cap is probably going to shrink for the short term, but once people start understanding the value of this project, I think the market cap can easily go above $1 billion, right? But that is going to happen in a stage by stage manner, and I think this is still in the early stages, right? So if you take the total supply, or the max supply is 250 million tokens, that's kind of true, but the circulating supply may have issues. So that's one of the reasons why they have this red triangle warning sign. So the current circulating supply could be lower or higher than 16.5 million tokens, but for the purpose of this video, I'm going to say that this is the right number. So 16.5 million tokens in circulation out of 250 million total supply, right, or max supply. So that is quite a lot, and the inflation is going to be kind of like as new tokens get inflated and injected into the market, there's going to be a supply shock towards the downward trend, making this token move sideways, right? So that's probably going to be the case for the short term, but as soon as people start noticing the true value of this project and the true value of this token, I think the circulating supply will increase and people will not dump the token, but they'll start hodling it, right? So that's just my personal opinion, guys. If you go to the charts itself, you can clearly see that this token has been around only for a relatively lower period. The token price is available since the 15th of September this year, which is again since today. And this token obviously does not have a lot of time to dictate the price, which means the market cap is obviously going to be extremely volatile. The price is also going to be extremely volatile. I don't think this token has a proper all-time highs yet, so there's really no point discussing about the charts. But today, as of today, this token had an all-time high of $41.64, and now it's kind of stabilizing at $33.63, but it was at relatively lows of about less than $20 per token, or close to $16.87 per token on today, and it started rallying upwards, right? So again, there's not a lot of data to say whether this token is a good buy opportunity or not. So I'm going to skip that. For the Bitcoin comparative as well, this token has been doing really good. Obviously, this token was worth 8,373 satoshis per token, or 83,000 satoshis per token, and then it reached a lower value of about 35,000 satoshis per token, and then now it's currently at a price point of about kind of like 70,000 satoshis per token. So overall, I think this token is a decent buy opportunity, because this token doesn't really have a proper all-time highs yet. It is a project, even though the tokens max supply may be high and the circulating supply is low, which indicates that the token price could be slumping in the short term. I think this token is going to make some really good all-time highs by the end of this bull run, right? It's a very new token. The chances of pumping this token is extremely high. It's only listed on Coinbase today, which means there's a lot of people who haven't even realized that a token like this even exists before taking in the fact that this token was listed on Coinbase already. This token is obviously not listed on Binance, so there's a lot of potential big listings that could come, and a lot of big venture capitals have invested in this token. So I think it's a very risky project, but if you're willing to take the high risk, then the high rewards potential is quite high as well, right? I would probably invest a very small chunk of my portfolio, a very small chunk, not a decent amount in my portfolio, to this token, and see how this is going to go. Even though it's listed on Coinbase, I think the token can easily slump immediately after a day or two after Coinbase listing, and then it will start rallying back up with more potential centralized tier 1 centralized exchanges listing this token. It's going to cause a lot of price pressure upwards, which is going to make a new all-time high, right? Again, that's just my opinion, guys, not financial advice. If you take the markets, obviously available on Coinbase. It's available with USDT, USD, Great British Pounds, Euros, and Bitcoin. You can also get this token from decentralized exchanges such as Uniswap version 3 and Dodo exchange on the Ethereum blockchain using wrapped Ethereum or USDT. But I think Coinbase is probably going to be the best bet, even though the fees on Coinbase are quite high. They're much lower compared to Uniswap as version 3 as well as Dodo X on the Ethereum blockchain, right? Because of Ethereum's gas fees. So that's that. And what's my final verdict on this token, guys? I think this token has a really unique value proposition that is trying to target a very niche market in the real world. It's going to take quite some time before this token can actually get recognized in the mainstream media, but at the same time, since this token is very unique, you are still in the early stages of this token taking off. So you still have a lot of time to do a lot of research on this token and see if this is a good fit for you to buy before you invest your money on this token. And once this token starts taking off, you won't be able to catch it, right? I think the all-time highs for this token will probably be somewhere around $50 in the next upcoming months. $50 can be an easily beatable target for this token, but by the end of this bull run, I think this token can easily cross the $55 to $60 mark and maybe trend between the $45 to $55 mark at an average price point per token, right? So I think the short-term potential for this token may potentially be a little bit gloomy because of its tokenomics. I think the long-term and mid-term potential for this token is extremely high, and I'm in it for the long run, so I think this token is definitely going to be something that I'm going to keep my eye out for. But regardless of that, I'm going to just invest a small bag of cash into this token just to see if this token is actually having any potential to pump in the short term, right? Again, remember, guys, you guys are not regular investors, you guys are brutal investors, so stay brutal. Thank you very much for watching my video, guys. If you like my video, please hit the like button and subscribe for more videos. See you in my next video. Bye.